Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone Arena. Let's continue this Hunter run. Had some tough games in the first video. The one game I lost, I had the mage down to 1 health, but she played it right, and maybe I played it wrong. She needed some help from Trogzor the Earthinator, but honestly, I mean, if she'd had a Flame Strike, she just would have crushed me, so I really can't call luck on that game. There was a lot that could have done the job for her. And she happened to have it, and I needed another top deck to win, and I didn't have it. So, that was that. And the other 3 games were pretty good. Up against a Priest, which is obviously tough, because Priest nullifies a lot of your burn potential. Doc Ock, very nice name. So do you mulligan the Dragon Egg? I think I'll keep it. For the reasons that I talked about last time, if it just sits there, eventually, it might get buffed and kill something. It might give me a 2-1 after a Holy Nova. I'd rather play it than do nothing. With that said, I'm obviously not going to play it on turn 1. We're going to drop the Web Spinner for that. Web Spinner won't kill much, but it can be a nuisance.
Is someone injured?
Well, that's certainly not great, because now she can kill my Web Spinner and heal the Northshire Cleric to get a card. However, I'm okay with that, kind of, because I still get a beast out of this, and it might be a good one, and she's not doing anything else with her turn. So I'm okay with her going up a card, because she's not doing anything else with her life.
In the light's name.
Ah, she's going to play a Light Warden. That's actually kind of annoying. So she is doing something else with her life. This is actually real bad, because now I play the Spider Tank, but after she heals her face, this thing's actually going to be big enough to kill my tank. Alright, Glaivezooka, definitely going to happen. And I am going to do this for her, because that gives me an extra 2-1. And it also gives me the decision, because if she had, let's say, a 3-drop she wanted to play, she didn't want to heal this to get a card, she could have just ignored my egg and hit me in the face. Whereas this, forces me to get a 2-1 out of the deal. Alright, well, we actually got a couple of 2-1s here, and she chooses to spend her 3rd turn getting a card. It's fine by me. So this dies to Shadow Word Pain. This dies to Shadow Word Death, and I don't mind losing this to Shadow Word Death. Granted, I don't have much else in this deck that I would care about preserving. Yeah, I'm going to play this. Kill the Northshire Cleric before it has another chance to do its thing. Dragon Egg turned out to be okay there with the Glaivezooka, gotta say. And, as always, Spider Tank, I really wish it were just the 4-mana mech. Well, lesson learned. Mechanically Yeti, better than Spider Tank. Loot Hoarder will get crushed. Fairy Dragon will get crushed. Actually, alright, I take it all back. I'm glad that I have Spider Tank because... no, I'm not. No. Nope. Sorry. I was thinking I could play them both, but that's 6 mana, so I can't. So, do I want to kill the... Yeah, I'm going to kill the Fairy Dragon with the Eaglehorn Bow, I think. Loot Hoarder with that. Play this. So, Holy Nova here would be a bit weak. It would not kill this. It would kill off these 2 things. And then I'd repopulate with a Trog and a Steady Shot, so I think I'd be okay. Actually, I'd rather not see Holy Nova. And this is from her left side of the hand, so maybe it is a Holy Nova she was saving. And she chooses to play it. Well, here's where if I'd played the Trog, I would have been better off. The Trog would have survived this. And grown in size. So, could be that I messed up. Okay, so she's at 28 health. 8 cards to my not 8. I'm actually in real big trouble here. He's just got a ton of cards. That Northshire Cleric shenanigans that he pulled should have given me a big lead on the board, but it didn't, and that Holy Nova finished me off. I really should have played the Trog instead of the Tall Strider. Damn, that sucks. also has a zombie chow and a spectral knight, which is annoying. Okay. So Cobra Shot here I think would be a mistake. I'd much rather play the tank and the defender. Alright. I'm going to cash out my Chow so that I can clear off his board entirely. Got a couple of 4-power minions that, you know, could be hard for him to kill. He's got 7 cards to 5, soon to be 6. I've got the board lead, so this is actually looking a little better than it was a moment ago. I have 10 damage on the table, so if this can hit him, he could find himself in trouble. Let's see what he's got. This is a huge turn for him. Really huge turn, because if he can threaten me with a big board right now, then I won't be able to just go for his face because I won't kill him fast enough. But it would be inefficient for me to trade because my stuff doesn't hit that hard. I mean, 4 is hard when you're going in the face, but not when you're trying to kill a Boulder Fist Ogre. He actually gets to steal my thing and then play something that these guys can't kill. Well, that does suck. Alright, so here, let's see the companion. Leok would be useful. I keep getting the pig, though. We can Cobra Shot. So where does the Cobra Shot go? I can trade this guy for the defender, Cobra Shot her, and then Spider Tank to kill everything off. Or I can just go for her face. If I went for her face, this is what, 12 damage? She'd be down to 13 health. I think it's the move. It's the move I gotta make. I really just have to hope she doesn't have good removal, because that wasn't that great of a turn. So I'm hoping it's indicative of a lack of removal on her part, and if so, this 8 damage is going to go through, and that would be huge. Why do I keep calling him a her? I guess because Anduin is pretty girly. But he's got the advantage. All he needs is any extra healing or a big taunt. Actually, no, taunt's not going to work because of this. Any extra healing and he's going to be fine. Alright, so he silences this off. Reducing the damage. He's got a lot of damage himself, 12, which is half my health total. I think I just gotta go for it here. Chonkity donkity. So now he has to kill everything I play and heal himself every turn to avoid dying. That could give me the leverage I need. Now, he does have the kill for all my stuff. The owl kills the pig, this kills that, ogre kills that. No, this kills the dwarf, the ogre kills this. And I've got time to find dogs or explosive trap or arcane shot. I swear to God, arcane shot is in my deck, right? Like, I feel like I've never seen any of them, even though I have 2. He needs an extra healing card of any kind that he's guaranteed to win. But, if he doesn't get that, I just have time to top deck one of my damaging cards.
Get behind me.
Alright, this is not a concern to me. Does he have enough to kill me? It was 11, 16. Well, the Sludge Belcher obviously wouldn't have been as good as Hounds or Arcane Shot, which would have won me the game. But, it's giving me an extra turn to top deck Quick Shot, Explosive Shot, or Trap, Arcane Shot. Anything, or Dogs. Several cards in there that could help me win. If he draws any extra healing at any point, he's guaranteed to win, and I'll concede. But if he has no healing cards, I have a small chance of pulling this through. That's a pretty conservative maneuver, getting rid of that Sludge Belcher. So I'm dead next turn. Gotta find the answer right here. Fell Reaver. Well, that's not going to do me any good. Doesn't matter. Here we go. Oh my god. It actually worked. I actually got an arcane shot for once in my goddamn life. Oh, he had a Farseer. Well, I'm lucky that he didn't draw it. Very lucky he did not draw that Farseer. Whew. Alright, so, you know, a good start to this video. Making it to 4-1 instead of 3-2. The struggle has been real with this deck. I've had a hard time getting the wins, so maybe this isn't really a 7-win caliber deck. But in that case, I'll settle for 4 wins. That's you know, that's above average. Excuse me. My current average number of wins is 6.1. It was 6.7, then I had those 2 shitty videos before this one. That just sucked. So it'd be nice to get to 6 wins and at least keep my average at 6. So the dogs could end up being really strong on turn 3, but I'd rather mulligan them to try to get a 2-drop or a 1-drop. If I were the second player, I would have kept them because I could coin the bear. But as the first player, it'd be pretty pointless. You know, I've not actually been that disappointed with the Dragon Egg. What I'm more disappointed with is not having anything to play next turn. So, let's see what she can do here. Mana Worm, okay. Oh, jeez, she's got this. Is it a mirror image? No, a leopard gnome. Okay, better than mirror image, I suppose. Cannot find anything to play, so I'm going to be playing catch-up with the Razorfen Hunter, which is not something I particularly enjoy doing. She has the 2-drop to follow it up, so this is a really fast start. Well, if I wish I'd kept the dogs, would have let me kill the gnome. Zombie Chow arrives precisely 1 turn too late. Either on the first turn or the second turn, it would have been fine to have. So yeah, she's got me on the back foot. It's one of those games where I could catch up and then lose anyway, because she just dealt too much damage to me. Next turn, I've got the bear for some taunt and the Chow, but this is a really good answer to the bear. And she's not even gonna bother. She's not even gonna bother killing the pig. Wow. All right. So I need to kill this. And the question is whether I hit one of her creatures with this hunter. The answer is yes. The reason for that is I want to be able to finish it off then with the Zombie Chow. And now here, when you're behind the Hungry Dragons, you know, kind of a problem. I don't actually want to give her any extra creatures. God, I wish I had Unleashed the Hounds. That would be very nice. I can finish off this tank and this thing. Alright, she pings that, which is almost good in a way, because a good 4-drop from her here would have almost been backbreaking. Okay, so that has to be, that's the #1 priority. Before it gets any bigger. I'd love to play Arcane Shot here, but I just can't. So we're going to do this. I need to kill that. I need to kill off this, pass the turn. So she's getting me down to 9, so I'm a Fireball and a Frostbolt away from death. And yeah, I could just lose this, but that's life, I suppose. Sometimes you just get off to a slow start, and that mulligan decision of throwing away the hounds bit me real bad. Hounds would have saved me. So yeah, I'm down to, actually I'm down to 8. 7 if she pings me. Even if she pings the Chow, I'm still down to 8, so I'm a Fireball away from dying, essentially. And if that's a mirror entity, then I just straight up lose. There's just no way I can possibly hope to win if that is a mirror entity. Alright, do I heal? No, I don't think it makes sense to heal. I think more sensible is to play the Sludge Belcher to block off the damage. And of course it's a mirror entity. Not that it matters that... Well, it's just bad that she gets a 3-5. I don't care about the taunt, because obviously I'm not in any position to try to finish her off. It just sucks that she's getting a body off that secret. This game. You know, I've played 3 mages in this run. That just sucks. Whammy. And my 1 loss was to a mage. The second loss looks like it's also going to be to a mage. I don't really see how I'm going to catch up and win this. I mean, I'm down on cards, down on the board, down on life. I am down in every way, and I've got nothing to show for it. Needed my dogs. Didn't get them.
The gates are open.
Heart of the Arena. Ah, God, she had such an aggressive start and also a 6-drop on turn 6. Well, sometimes you just lose. Sometimes you just fucking lose. As the old saying goes, too bad,
It's out on me.
so sad.
What to do?
Well, let's draw a card. Spellbreaker. Oh, if only she only had one taunt. If she had one taunt, I could actually kill this thing with my Sludge Belcher, but since she has 2 taunts,
Your magic shall
that's
not
no dice. Okay. Well, she can clear my board. The Mana Worm kills the slime. The Belcher kills the Spellbreaker. I don't really know what else I'm doing with my life after that point. But it's just like a little too early to concede. Man, more taunt. Alright, I think I'm going to draw a card and concede. There's just no point in wasting more time on this retarded game. Hunter's Mark. Good in another life, not in this one. Hey, concede. Jeez, that sucked. So, I got off to a good start. Narrowly got a win, and then lost my second game to a mage. Oh, I should have played a 5-drop before conceding because I had that Darkscale Healer. Ridiculous. Well, here we are. Here we are. Would love to get to 6 wins. That'd be 2 more wins in a row. We'll just have to see. Ah, priest. If it's not a mage, it's a priest. So we're up against Benja 4000. Terrible opening hand. Luckily I'm second, so I can mulligan more. Animal Companion's good, because 2 of the 3 creatures have 4 attack, which is annoying for priest to deal with. That said, the pig will die to Holy Smite, which is annoying for me to deal with, but can't have it all. Though some people do want it all. Okay. Let's see what he's got for turn 2. I'd love to see him just heal his face. That would be the best. Oh, Stalker. Okay, so the bear is good against the Stalker. The Leok is basically nothing, and then the pig is bad. So I'm gonna play the Hunter, which you know, if he kills the pig with this, then he has to heal the sword. It'll die to the Hunter. So I feel like that's the best way to put pressure on him. And then we got a bunch of good 4-drops. As long as something sticks, it should be okay. Demolisher actually makes me wish I had the pig. Huffer would be great for killing this thing off. So let's see if we've got the magic pig. Yes, we do. Look at that. So I get to kill his 2-drop, get to kill his 3-drop. Return away from Holy Nova. I'm feeling good about this. I'm feeling really good. Now this kind of blows. Because these both have just 1 health left over. But multi-shot is my saving grace, and I'm definitely going to do that. So even though I used a 4-mana spell to kill a 3-mana minion, it keeps my board presence and the hopes that it'll play something more conducive to what I've got. Basically, I didn't want 2 different things. What I wanted was for him to play like a big thing, like a Dark Iron Dwarf and buff. He still does not oblige me in this regard, however, by playing a bunch of little crap. So... should I play the Glyve Zuka? Then I can't play anything else. That seems kind of pointless. I could Cobra Shot this guy. Let's just do that. Cobra Shot that. Let him throw the spiders away while I deal some more damage. Maybe that was a mistake because I kept my good 4-drops in hand. But I feel like it was a reasonable choice. Alright, this is going to be a really sad turn for him. So first you play the Glyve Zuka to make sure the buff goes on this, then you play the Dark Iron Dwarf. So that gets that. And I'm actually going to kill a spider instead of going full on for the face, because I'm actually in the lead on cards, and on the board, and on life. She's got 4 cards. It's my 4 cards, but I have a much better board and a weapon. So I'm going to put the pressure on him to actually do something useful with his life. Alright, he plays a War Golem and then passes the turn before attacking. That's a mistake I've made more times than I'd care to admit. So let's just play Sludge Belcher, Steady Shots. And I'm gonna hit him in the face with the Glaivezooka this time. Last turn he showed me he had nothing to do with the spider, so I think that extra damage to his face with the Glaivezooka is more significant because that's an extra turn that I am closer to killing him, essentially. He couldn't kill my Dark Iron Dwarf last time, now he has to do it through a taunt. Looks like he's got that, but he doesn't have the kill for the Dwarf. And no taunts, so we've got it. Whew, finally a game where I just won normally. And Arcane Shots, helpful one more time. I had the Web Spinner, which could have also dealt the final damage thanks to it having charge from the Rhino. And well played. Okay, we level up to 55. I'm sure it's trash, yep. And made it to 5 wins. Go me. Alright, I'll settle for 5. If I have to lose here, then so be it. But I'm pretty happy with this run. I feel like the deck had a pretty obvious vulnerability due to its lack of endgame. I think I played the games well. I don't think I was unlucky in losing. I think the deck deserved to lose where it lost. I certainly got lucky with some winning. So I did well for, you know, what the arena draft gave me, I think. Ah, fucking mages. Cyril. Well, I hope this one doesn't get off to such a lightning fast start. This time, in a move that I am sure to regret, I am going to keep the Hounds. Watch it be useless this time. Alright, so we have a lot of removal. Quite flexible. I can deal 2 damage if needed, 3 damage if needed. But if she doesn't do anything, then I got nothing to do myself. And I'm going to really regret not mulliganing this. Alright, well, that can die to quick shots. But I'm not in a particular hurry. I don't need to coin out the quick shot or anything. I might as well just save the coin. Because whatever damage this deals will be nullified. And if I had coined out the quick shot, what would I be doing on turn 2? Steady shotting? Playing Arcane Shot? I can play Arcane Shot anyway. I can just quick shot this and coin Arcane Shot if I want to.
It's time for a little blood.
Aha. Well, it's a good thing I didn't coin quick shot, because clearly it's better to kill that. That is the more dangerous card. And next turn I can coin into the Trog and hope she doesn't have Fireball or Polymorph. Or Flamethrower, for that matter. Well, she had a 1-drop, she had a 2-drop, and she has a 3-drop. That's annoying. Arrives a turn late. Well, I'm going to coin into the Trog. I think it's too slow to play the spiders here. Just gotta hope she doesn't have the kill for it. If she has the kill for it, then I'm probably gonna lose. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies! Oh, it looks like she's gonna play Flamethrower here. Is she? No, why would she hesitate over a Flamethrower? That doesn't make any sense. Makes no damn sense to hesitate over a Flamethrower. Yep, she pandas the zombie shot. Wow. I did not see that one coming. No sir, no ma'am. So I've got a couple of different options here. One option... Oh, never mind. I just have one option. With Spider Tank, it's very obvious what to do. I was just not sure whether it was worth it to defend Revargus this guy. So now the Shade is going to kill my tank, but it'll only be left with 1 health. So if she plays a couple of other minions out, I can play the spiders and get 3 dogs. Finish off the Shade. Be a business. If she only plays 1 minion here, like 1 big minion, I'm going to be more annoyed. She is quite spastic. Alright, she did play an expensive card, but it's a card that comes with an extra thing, and she actually chose not to play the Shade. Wow, I did not see that one coming. Well, if I buff these up, I can kill a couple of things. If I play this, this thing would get buffed, but that's not really all that useful. Yeah, I'm actually just going to do this. Let's kill that and that. So this is just being obnoxious. She can't play Flame Strike yet. Hopefully, unlike the last mage, she doesn't have a Blizzard. This thing will drop to 1 health and die to a dog. Really hope she doesn't have a Blizzard. That would just be the worst, most annoying thing. No Blizzard, but a Sunwalker. So again, my dogs aren't that useful. And she chooses to keep this thing hidden. That's really bizarre. I think she should have already played it. I think not playing it is a mistake. So I could play the dogs. I could throw a dog at the shield. I could play the Metal Tooth Leaper. That would buff the tank to kill this Sunwalker. And hit her for 6, 7, if you count the dog. It's one option. Another option is I could throw this at the shield, Cobra Shot and Spider Tank. No, Cobra Shot and this guy to kill. No, that's stupid. That's really, really stupid. Okay. Another option is I could actually throw the Defender of Argus at the shield, still play the Leaper and kill the Sunwalker with my tank, but then instead of playing the dogs, I play the Spider. So then I lose the 2-3, but I hang on to Unleash the Hounds for later. I'm going to do that, I think. I think I'm going to do that. And the reason I'm going to do that is I really just find that in a lot of these games, I'm desperate, just desperate for Unleash the Hounds. So that's why I think it's worth it for me to keep it. Alright, that does not look good. Alright, so she's going to get to kill off this thing, most likely. Oh, the missiles actually missed this. Does she have Arcane Explosion? Not Arcane Explosion, or she would have just played it and everything would have died. So what does she have for this? She has nothing for it. Oh, she did not get lucky. Alright, let's think. I could just hit her. What is this? 9, 10, 11 damage? Let's go for it. I'm gonna put the Sludge Belcher up to make it harder for her to hit me in the face with this giant thing. I'm gonna hedge my bets a little bit. I am gonna send my 2 little spiders to kill that Geomancer because you don't want to let a mage have spell damage. I think her being at 10 wouldn't have been that significant. But now I've got a lot of damage being threatened with Cobra Shot and the dogs and Steady Shot, and I can live for at least a turn against this thing. So I should be okay. Alright, this is perfect because it gives me more dogs. Finally, she reveals this guy. Plays the Chow, which is nice. If I need to buy more time, I can get the Chow. Alright, so I think we can just go for broke here. In fact, that's lethal. I didn't count it out precisely, but even if it weren't lethal, that's still what I would have done because I had the Cobra Shot. Unless she wiped her board clear of minions, clearly the Cobra Shot would have had something to target. Whereas the dogs I wanted to use right away because, and then the bow, because the dogs and the bow could be thwarted by taunt. Cobra Shot can't really be thwarted by anything except for having no targetable minions, which is a difficult condition to achieve. Okay, well, that was great. We made it to 6 wins. And of the 4 mages I played, I beat 2 of them. So, doing okay against the toughest class in the game. I'd say I get some credit for good plays in this run. Let's see if we can make it to 7, which is what I originally thought I was capable of. Oh, it's a mage. Odie Roadie. Fucking mages. Alright, well, this is a terrible hand, so we're going to have to mulligan the whole thing. Blah, blah, blah. Can I please get my web spinner? You'll take a dragon egg even. Yeah, no. So then I have a couple of 3-drops and no coin. Web spin. Nope, not a web spinner. All right, let's see if she's got maybe coin a 3-2 out for me. Hun. Please coin a 3-2 out. Coin out. Oh, she decides not to. Well, Arcane Shots, I guess to make up for not being there when I needed them like in a bunch of other games, decide to both show up now or I don't need them. Now, if she plays a 3-2, it's less exciting, because Arcane Shot, I don't want to play it, I want to play the Companion. Alright, so I'm going to play the tank against the Stalker, because only the bear is good, really good against the 2/3. The Leok is eh, and then the pig is just bad. So this is guaranteed to be good against the stalker. And I might say, oh, Boris, well, she's supposed to keep the stalker hidden, and that's fine. I don't care if she keeps it hidden. I want my minion to live so it can deal damage. That's what I want. He also has a spider tank, so that raises some interesting questions. I could just ignore her tank and play the Trog. I could run into her tank with mine and Arcane Shot, then she can ping it, but that would be half her mana. I could play the Companion, see if that'll give me a Leok to buff this or a Pig to kill this. But if I get the Bear, that's actually kind of awkward. But then again, it's a 4-mana minion and so is this. So I might as well play this because it could give me something good. Gave me a Leok. So that's fine. So yeah, she can ping this, but she has to use half of her mana for the privilege. I can next turn play this and an Arcane Shot. If she's pinging this, you know, it's another 2/3. Shoot. So she gets to ping this, and still I have no target for my Arcane Shots. Balls. Eaglehorn Bow. How timely you have arrived. Now, you might say, Boris, that, you know, costs you your chance of playing a minion and you're frozen, so you can't use the bow next turn. That's true, but I get to keep the Leok out here. And it does hold up against this Stalker. So she plays a 5-drop, which is annoying because I can't Eaglehorn Bow it, but at least I can play the Trog in response. Now, the Trog might not be adequate of a response against a good 5-drop, so here's her chance to get ahead.
What to do?
Dragon's Breath. Wow, that is delightful. She spent a 5-mana card to kill a 3-mana minion, which is perfect for me. I get to play a good 4-drop and not fall behind. So this is great. Okay, so she fireballs this, which is actually fine. That means it's a fireball that's not going on my face. She does have a raptor, but it's okay because I can Arcane Shot. That's what Arcane Shot's good for. So here, we're going to get to play this, this, Steady Shot, and if it's going to hit you anyway, you might as well kill it. Sucks that the Zombie Chow is giving her 5 health, so she's really at 25. But on the flip side, I do have 6 cards to her 6, so I'm actually not behind on cards for a change, and I got this Dwarf coming up, plus some removal if I need it. So is she going to ping the pig? Looks like she is going to ping the pig. Oh, she still has the coin. Wow. Snow Chugger. God damn it. Well, she's in the lead now. I can Dark Iron Dwarf this, but then I'm still going to have to throw the other creature at it as well. So, is it worth doing that? I think it is. It's better to do that than to let the Dark Iron Dwarf die to the Shredder. Alright, so that's not the worst thing that could have happened. Should I play this Leaper? Nah, let's just Steady Shot. Let's do that and that. So it sucks that she got 2 health out of that, but better, I think, than letting her keep it. I got this 4/4 that could be good. She's thanking me because she's an asshole. Still have a decent chance to win this. That Dark Iron Dwarf, though, needs to hang in there. Otherwise, if she plays anything really big, then my hounds are inadequate to kill it. And I could fall into trouble.
We must cleanse the
She has enough to ping the dwarf after killing it with the Snow Chugger. So I'd say I'm officially in trouble now. She's enough. She has 25 health. I can't burn her out, obviously. Yeah, I'm in a lot of trouble. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, wait. We're okay. We're okay. So I can, kill that thing. Lay an explosive trap to kill her 2 cards. Steady Shot. Alright, so she's got 3 cards to my soon-to-be 3, so we're in a top deck war. Granted, this deck is probably not the best top deck, but I do get to Steady Shot her every single turn. So if we drag this out enough, I could actually maybe win. Oh, geez. Oh, man, that's gonna... I need... there's nothing I got. I don't have any kill commands. I got nothing for this. Cobra Shot's just not good enough. What I'm gonna do here is play a little bit of psychological warfare. I'm gonna do that, and I'm hoping to goad her into hitting my face. It's the only way that I could ever win this. Because then I could top deck a freezing trap, for example. Yeah, freezing trap's what I needed. Oh, never mind. She's got that to fish out the freezing trap. Oh, shoot. What I need is another explosive trap, but I don't have that, so I lose. Core Hound. Wow, losing to Core Hound. That is just incredible. Ugh. Web spinner. Well, this sucks, but I can't go for her face. I don't kill her, obviously. I'm gonna die before I can steady shot her to death. She still has 2 cards. My only hope for salvation is that this is a good beast. I don't know what a good beast would be, but it just needs to be something good that I can't think of at the moment. Otherwise, I'm screwed. Ah, she goes for the face, which is a little bit ballsy. If I get Hunter's Mark... Oh, no, never mind. She's gonna... No, she's not gonna kill the web spinner. Wow. So, yeah. Let's see what beast I get. Stone Tusk Boar. She's got this thing to ferret out the freezing trap. It's over. Well, that sucked. I hate losing to bad-mannered people, but this deck, if I'm being honest, probably got a little bit higher than it deserved as opposed to a little bit lower than it deserved, so I'll take it. We actually have time to start the next arena run if you would like to see that. We'll have time to start it, maybe play 1 game. So if you want to go, please like and or subscribe on your way out. Thanks for watching. We get a shit prize at 6 wins, which is really sad. Let's take a look at the next one. I'm still waiting for Shaman. Come on, Shaman. No Shaman, wow. Alright, well, that means we need to play Paladin, because Paladin is a class I sucked with first time I played it. Here's the second crack at it. Alright, Muster for Battle is just a crazy card. 3/1/1s for 3 mana. I take the card just for that. The weapon is just gravy. We'll take the Blessing of Might over the Frostwolf Warlord. I know this has combo with Muster for Battle, but I just take this card. And this is removal, which Paladins are lacking. Divine Favor, I've had it be bad pretty much all the time I've ever tried to use it. However, the other cards are really bad. So I'm just going to try the Divine Favor again. See if I can get it to work. Mech Warper is the only playable card there. Silence is important. Dancing Sword is the only good card there. Archer Protector is a no-brainer. I don't want a second Blessing of Might, so we'll take out an Argent Squire. True Silver, obviously, is good for finishing and all kinds of stuff. And here we have Divine Favor again. Well, 2 Divine Favors is going to be bad, guaranteed 100%. But this stuff's just unplayable, so I'm going to take it. God damn it, I should have taken something else. Well, if I'd known, then I would have, obviously, but that sucks. Alright, so Blessing of Kings with the Engineer. We'll take the Blessing of Kings. We'll take Mr. Heals a lot over there. Second one? No, let's not be that crazy. Let's take Fen Creeper. Dragon Sorcerer is nifty. Second Muster for Battle. I'm going to take Sunwalker for some more protection and more endgame. A good 2-drop or a good 4-drop. We'll take the 4. I think it's a little more important. These are pretty junky 3s, and Humility sucks. Sit as a really bad removal better than a really bad 3-drop. I'll take the really bad 3-drop, I suppose. Shielded Minibot, even though I like having some buffs, I like the Shielded Minibot a lot. Quartermaster, of course, is a no-brainer with my Muster for Battle, and it's a good card in general anyway. Let's take the Yeti for another good 4-drop. We'll take... Healing is good. Healing's good. Do I have... How many dragons do I have? I've got 1 dragon, right? Just 1? Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. Hammer of Wrath for some finishing power, or this for heals? Well, I've already got some heals, so let's take some removal. Let's be straightforward about this. Seal of Light, of course. The Paladin's only cheap removal card. Only playable card there. Some more endgame or the potential for card draw. I'm going to take the Cult Master. I think that's more significant. Take the Protector. I think Sen'jin's better than another Squire. Abusive Sergeant for those early recruits. Another Minibot. And we'll take Lay on Hands. So I'm not that thrilled with the amount of endgame I got. I got, this, the Sunwalker, and the Fen Creeper, pretty much it. But I have so many good 4-drops that I might be able to win with those. Plus, I did get those 2 trash Divine Favors. So having a lower curve than I would like might not be the worst thing if it means I can actually draw some cards off those stupid things. Instead of my first divine favor, I could have gotten like an egg or some other dumb rare that I can't remember. And then my second divine favor was just surrounded by total crap. Alright, Blessing of Might. I don't actually want to keep this, although it would be hilarious to put this on the Argent Squire and like go for a rush. It's really not how I see this deck winning games. Alright, there's the Divine Favor, nice and early. I'm the second player, which means I start with more cards than the opponent, which is, well, one more card after I spend the coin, which is annoying. And I got the other Divine Favor. God, I'd have loved to see muster for battle here. Christ, got them both. Ugh. Okay, well, gotta do what you gotta do here. We need to play Seal of Light to kill that thing. It's funny how that was just straight up worse than like a Dark Bomb or a Quick Shot, and yet I'm still delighted that I actually have the opportunity to kill that stupid thing. He plays a card, which is annoying because I really want to get rid of these Divine Favors, but it just might not be in the cards. Let's go ahead and play the Dragonkin Sorcerer. It's just 3/5 for 4 basically, but that's what I need right now. And next turn, I'm not going to get to use these. God, this is so bad. Ugh, so bad. Especially with the Cult Master, it just doesn't work very well at all. So I can Blessing of Might and play Divine Favor to get a single card. It's honestly not even worth it. Blessing of Might plus this doesn't quite kill the Yeti. If I have a Blessing of Might on this, it'll get 6 health down to 2, so then it's going to die to the Golem. There's no good way to do this. No good way at all. I could kill the Golem and the thing that spawns, and this thing's a 3/3. It dies to the Yeti. Alright. Let's do the best I can. Which I think is just to play out a bunch of crap, and these Divine Favors are totally dead. God, maybe I should have just taken a Mana Addict or something. Or if one of them were a Nerubian Egg, I could have buffed it with Blessing of Might. Would have been amusing. Alright, so that just happened. Guess we now play the Cult Master. The only question is, do I also play the Blessing of Might? If I play Blessing of Might, I could actually kill the Ooze as well. Might as well. By the way, these Divine Favors now are just never going to get used. So they're dead cards, essentially. So he's got 5 cards. I have 4. Is the story here. And he just played something pretty strong there. That Fire Elemental will kill my Fen Creeper. What the hell kind of inbred deck is this? Good question. Fucking Divine Favor always tempts me. It's never good though. It's never good. Oh man, so he's got this broken ass card. I can't ever use Divine Favor. I could silence this thing down to be a 3/6. You know what? I'm just done here. I'm just done. Alright, so thanks for watching, everybody. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please like and or subscribe. And we'll be back soon with the rest of this Paladin run, aka Pray I Don't Draw Divine Favor. Divine Favor, the most divine thing that you can do for me is not show up in my hand. Alright, everyone. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon. And Charlotte open the pack in the last few seconds here. God, if that's ever a 0-win run waiting to happen. Paladin deck I just drafted. Do I already have a Recombobulator? That's the question. The answer is I didn't. At least I didn't have 2. Did I already have 1 Recombobulator? Oh, I gotta go with the Novice Engineer. No, that was my second one. Okay, and my other new card is a Golden Razorfin Hunter, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. There it is. Woohoo! Alright, everybody. See you soon.